It is Lord Hammer. I am streaming more of the 2D 4X creation here. We're going to continue working on research. Yesterday, I tried to jump on for 2 hours in between doing something to work on some research, and all we did was run into problems because I haven't thought this through enough. And we helped think it through, and I decided to, there's that saying, it's called KISS as the abbreviation, which is keep it simple, stupid. And I think that's what was going on there. Is I was trying to make things way too complicated, especially for my skill level, which is notoriously low. I'm level 1 in D&D terms. We'll go with level 2. We'll say level 2. We'll be nice to myself. And it's really so. I mentioned this before. Like programming, it's really easy to get demoralized and just be like, "Fuck this! I give up. It's fucking stupid." Um, we're not gonna get demoralized. We're gonna just fix the shit and move forward. That's what the goal is. Just make it barely work and move forward. We'll fix everything later. Probably very unprofessional way to do it, but that's what we're gonna do. Uh, because I keep learning new things, and each time I learn something new, it makes fixing new old issues easier. I actually think I just figured out how event handlers work before I started this stream. We're not going to use that all today, but I couldn't, I get like a problem stuck in my head, and I want to keep, I want to get it to work. And I've always had I've never understood event handlers and whatnot, but I actually was talking with it. So this is a chat GPT success. We're not going to go into it, but um, what we're gonna do is we're gonna just keep working on. I'm gonna post here. Keep working on the research, and the research we're gonna get done today. We're gonna no, no, we're not. But we're gonna get a grip on it here, a handle on it. So there should be. We're gonna also like rewrite everything we did yesterday. Everything was fucked. That's the key. Everything was fucked yesterday. We're gonna set this shit up correctly. I should have checked before. I'll look at it later. I've been having some issues with Stream Elements. Yesterday I didn't hear the ding when someone subscribed or followed, and then I couldn't get my break timer work on my other thing, uh, on my other channel. It just wouldn't come up. Anyways, so there's also some thoughts I had about this because things like to pop in my head when I'm not or not thinking or what. Yes, when I'm not thinking about it, I go, huh. Um, I was curious about I opened up my other project and it's arranged differently up here. I'm not sure I like this part that I have it set up that way, but I'm still thinking here. We can move this camera a tiny bit. Why would I suddenly want to do that now? I don't know, man. Just so that I was like, man, we sure are seeing a lot of that white up there. Let's move it a tiny bit. There we go. So, what I was thinking about is this. I don't trust this not to disappear. It disappeared that one time with on this controller one, and that was bad enough fixing that. But I'm sure we're gonna have to remember like all of our if it disappears, all of our research. Like this isn't that big of a deal, but this is. And I was thinking, we would just copy and paste this. We could copy the how did I do that? I went like this, uh, copy component and like paste it into Notepad or something, then say what? It worked yesterday, and I got a JSON out of it. Not this time. I don't know how the fuck I did that. Did I do it from here or something? Copy. I was thinking I could just copy that, but then that means I have to remember to copy it every time, and I don't want to do that. So instead, I think what we're gonna do is do it my old school style, because it will work. So let's get this shit going. And also, I think we'll put descriptions. We're gonna put descriptions in a different file so they can be all found somewhere on its own. Can see county info. Perfect. I don't know what we're doing here. We need to set up. We need a new method, as they're called. First run top info bar. Let's do a private. Let's type if we can. I'm trying to listen to the Yeah Yeah Yeahs, and I think I picked their new album, which I'm not that familiar with. I need music that I am familiar with so that I don't listen to it, but it runs in the background, if that makes sense. Okay, let's do this. We should probably call these things, have a standardization here. We'll call this first run research. Yep. What? What? What happened there? Um, okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna duplicate this craziness here in its own little way. We have we don't have to have this in here. Let's put this in our research. We're gonna like really, like I said, really change all this shit around. This can be an awake too, probably. It's fine if it's an awake. Why am I doing this there? That's gonna be first run. So this will set everything up. And then we'll put what we want to set up in here. So we have this list already. The list is of research items. Oh, and I thought of some more, and I texted them to myself as the day went by. So I can't remember how to do anything ever. So we got to look at this thing down here, and we'll just copy one of these over, one of these ugly things over, and we're gonna put it in here, and we're gonna just rename this stuff. It should be relatively easy. We're gonna need a for loop in here. Yeah, no. Oh, we're gonna manually do it. That's gonna be stupid looking, but all right, we're gonna manually do it. Starting at 0 equals new research item, and then this should just be this, and then I posted on the Unity Discord for the first time. Oh man, I forgot I used that picture. Oh. This is that interesting question I had before. I guess I need to change my picture or something. Um, we're gonna change it. These all need to fit. We need research name. I totally forgot that was the picture I used. My like one where I'm going like that. I took that picture for uh, a new int called tier. Uh, we might. I haven't quite figured out how we're gonna do this, so let's get this shit out of here. Let's keep it simple. I took that picture as a joke for my coworker, and I sent it to her via text, and then I just like kind of half-assedly joked and put that as uh, my Twitch picture as well. And now I've done it, and I'm stuck with. Well, I guess I could change it, but uh, okay. So the reason why we're putting this in the code instead of having it typed in right here is because I'm scared that once again this will all get reset. I don't know what happened that one time when I started the stream and this was all gone. It wasn't on this. It was because this doesn't exist back then. But everything on the controller was missing, and so I had to go back in and type all this shit in. And it was lucky. Like this one doesn't matter because it was simple. This one was didn't exist back then. This one will probably do the same thing, but I'm worried that will happen and we'll forget what the research is. So research item 1, it should be, and they don't really have to be in order, but we're gonna keep them. We're gonna whatever. I don't. It doesn't have to be in order. Garden Shack is gonna be its name. Garden Shack. Gardener's Shack. And we might actually... No, we're going to do this manually, so we can put a thing in here. Gardener's Shack. What is the other one? Tier. Do we need the tier in here? It's going to be tier 1, and is done is going to equal true, because it's going to be true. You're going to be able to make a gardener's shack from day 1 here. We're going to do next one down. We're going to need a couple of these. Sure, I don't know what happened there. We're going to need at least this many. At least. This was... I should just take a screenshot of this, then I don't have to keep referencing it back and forth here. Let me take a screenshot. I use this program called GreenShot to take screenshots. I highly, highly recommend it. Okay. I install it at my job on everyone's computer. Forester Shack. It's tier 1. You start with it started. Scavengers. Scavengers Shack. Researchers Shack. Alright, those are the one Researchers Shack that we had last time. They're all tier 1 and they're all done. Now, I thought of some more. Some of these are not necessarily real. This one's going to be called... Well, let's do all the ones we know that you're going to start with. Fisher's Shack. So remember that this game is not a colony, where you're building stuff. It's more like CK3, but I want a ton of building options, because one of the issues I have with CK3 is the province improvements fucking blow. So there is going to be kind of like a minor a minor amount of building while you're conquering the world. Not a minor, a medium amount of building. And one of the things, since it's post-apocalyptic, is I want you to have the option to maybe go and go like Bullet Town, like with Mad Max. Like you might want to go down a path where you're just making a ton of bullets and stuff. So Fishing Shack. New research item. Is this still on my clipboard? It is. It's not very useful when it's filled with stuff. We're gonna do basic tactics. This is like the basic tactics of combat. Guns. We'll put guns in there. And then maybe we'll do, this one's gonna be true. No, let's make this one false. Let's do a couple of these. Because there's also going to be the option. There's also going to be the option for... Now we're going to have too much research in this thing. Stoneworkers Shack. Let's put all these things. I guess we could just alphabetize them, right? A, B, C, D, E, F, G. You gotta do the alphabet thing every time. R, S, T. This is here. I know this one. We'll break these into like little groups so that it's easier to look through this stuff. Stoneworkers Shack. Oh, we got 2 gardeners. What do we got here? A, B, C, D, E, F, G. We'll put this one down here. And what else do we need? Elitism. Elitism. So one of the other things I want to do with research is, whoops, not have have research that might be bad. So elitism is one of them that is going to possibly be bad. It's not possibly going to be bad, but it could be. It's going to make it so that once it's been discovered, the people who are considered nobility are going to uh, want different things than the other people, and those are going to be like your heroes and stuff, your leader and your heroes. Basic tactics we put in there: guns, melee, stoneworker shack, fishing shack, primitive melee weapon gun. So we're gonna do a couple more tactics. We'll do this. Oh, that was gonna auto put that in there for me. We're gonna fix all these numbers when we're done. Do we need 3 of these? Primitive melee weapons weapon. This is the long one. Primitive weapon smith's shack. These are all shacks at the beginning, then they'll be like huts. We'll go up from there. We actually do need a third one. This is gonna be so this is kind of part of the reason I didn't want to do it this way, but I think this is gonna be so much easier. Ranged or weaponsmith, and then this is gonna be primitive gunsmith. And these are all going to be false. I don't think we need to set all these up. I guess we should. We're going to fuck around with that prefab some too. We're going to still use that prefab. These are kind of like tier 2 items, I guess. They're not. Are they tier 2? No, they're tier. The tiers don't matter anymore, I guess. There's no prerequisites for these. I guess we'll put these in. Is that all of them? Oh, primitive ammo. Let's do primitive gun ammunitions. I can't spell. Ammunitions smiths. Let's do this. And then we'll do one more of these. So this would be the bullet farm thing. I wish there was a name, and there could be, but I want a name. What's the name of something of the period before guns that included melee and ranged? I guess melee kind of overlaps now because you could use swords today if you wanted to. We're going to change this thing too. Actually, let's do it right now. We're going to change this to research, to this branch, because we're going to be on the research branch for quite a while. And then we can go back to county improvements, or we can just delete it since this is continuing there. Okay, you don't have to. What's your problem? This is nice that it switched. That thing popped up behind my back. Okay, so we have a bunch of these done now. Not done, but they are going to. We have a list of how many do we got here? 8. Well, it's really 9. Now we're on 10. Now we're on 10, 11. Now we're on 12. We have 14 of them. Are these going to be tier? The whole idea behind this originally was to have it dynamically draw these things, and I don't think we're not going to do it that way. I looked at the lines. It isn't the end of the world. It isn't the end of the world that we're doing it. We're gonna do it not dynamically. It's just so much extra work, and I don't want to deal with drawing lines right now. Which drawing lines actually isn't as terrible. I looked at it some afterwards. Uh, isn't quite as terrible as I thought, but it's still not as cool as I wanted. So let's go to this prefab that we got. Where am I storing my prefabs here? Let's go to my prefab, and this is a research item. Let's pop this fucker open. This is going to need other stuff. So to start with, we need to verify, not verify, we need to uh, tell it if it's uh, we need to be able to show the player if it's done or not. So we're going to put a checkbox on here. That's what we're going to do. There was a bunch of stuff. Toggle. Is that what I want? Yep, that's called a toggle. There's a bunch of things I thought about afterwards. Is research done? Toggle. Where I was like, wait, like how are people gonna even know if this shit's done? Let's fuck around with this some more since I like kind of had it working. Oh, it says toggle next to it. Good. Look how ugly the toggle is. Oh, I vaguely remember why. Because like the label's just like old school text. Yeah, it's so dumb. uh, it's legacy runtime font. Like, why didn't this toggle, why haven't they, I guess they're going with that new toolkit, huh? We're ignoring this error down here because we're going to fix that later. We'll just clear it out of our minds. Uh, I mean, I'm tempted just to delete the fucking label. In fact, I am going to delete, because it's so, look how terrible it is. We can just delete it. And then we probably could just attach this to here. And this isn't going to work. We do want auto size, because we're going to fill these in with, how are we going to do this? For each, we're going to put these in manual. I keep trying to like think of a way to do it with like code. Well, let's see how it turns on. We do want like word wrap. Yeah. Let's make this text box. Is that really the size of that text box? Let's stretch this text box. How did we do that? Right here? I want it to stretch this. No! Oh, it's because it's part of this. Wow, these are so much, make the life so much easier, but not really what we want. Let's stretch this text box up to here. It just says whatevs because it does. We'll stretch this text box to here. It's just a temporary text thing. Why is this so hard for me to... Does that look right? It kind of looks right. Does it look close enough? I said 0, motherfucker. There we go. And you're like, but this shit's in the way. We'll just put a buffer, a padding or whatever. This is the left. Well, that's 5 that's there. So I'd say probably about 50. Whoa, bad guess. Okay. I don't think we're gonna want it to fill then, because these are gonna all look different sizes since we're gonna wrap it. So let's put something like longer. What if this is some research? And that actually looks okay, but I think we're gonna want to go to where am I looking for? What am I? Auto size. Let's auto size it to like 26. and center, center. So then we have a checkbox that's actually going to start out untoggled. Interactable, yes. Is on, should be off. Okay, so we are going to need a list of... Okay, so back to this. I think this is all we need right now for that part. We're gonna manually put these tiers in here. We're not gonna... So before I was trying to put them in dynamically, and I started out like the stream before last. Then last time I saw the futility of what I was wanting to do. It wasn't really the futility of it. It just was a lot more difficult than I thought. So what we're gonna do instead here is delete a bunch of shit we did last time. We need the scroll view. Probably doesn't even need to exist anymore. I'm trying to think, what's the easiest way if we do this with code? Because we're gonna stick a code on one of these to like the scrolling area. We do need this. This is where we have too much stuff. So let's put this in the shit pile here. We're gonna save it for later, just in case I'm like, wait, we do want to do that, because I'm lazy. And we'll just have this, and it'll probably be in the game forever, because I'll forget about it, and it'll just be sitting in there. So the viewport now probably has the wrong stuff attached to it. Content. What is this content doing? Well, this is this is where we're gonna... This content's wrong, but we can use this. It's going to be in here, and it's going to... We're actually gonna pull some shit out of here. We're gonna pull some text boxes. We're not gonna use done. We're gonna use tier 1 text. Well, we can just duplicate this actually. We'll leave this thing intact. We'll put it inside content. We're gonna duplicate this one. We're gonna duplicate this one. And let me check, make sure that I'm actually streaming. It's like a fear after I've been streaming for a little bit that like, am I actually streaming? And we can just grab these two guys and we'll stick them in this content thing. And we can get rid of these numbers at the end because I don't like them. I feel like if you let all this stuff go to shit, you know, like you leave that stuff there, you're just like you're setting yourself up for not failure, for clutter and bullshit later. Okay, so we're gonna manually put these in now because why not? It's not what I originally wanted to do, but that's what we're gonna do. Tier 1, I don't know why we even have tiers right now. We'll put this, I think we could just use this, can't we? Alt, top center. Is that centered? That doesn't seem centered. Oh, it is. Could we use this to do it part way? So that's the thing that I wish you could do with these is like part way. There is another button. Is it shift? I don't know what these dots mean. Well, we'll just pick a number and do it. What's this one? Looks okay. It's at 322. What happens if we just go straight 300? 350. 400. Let's do 400. So this one should be negative. Wait, what? What's the 800 give us? 800 gives us shit. 1600. That's not a... How is my mind not... This is... What is the gap space between them? This is 1400 from the left? Why? Because this is like the things over there. Why is the thing over there? I think I think we had a problem here. This thing should be there. Yeah, that thing should be there. It's still up here, though. There we go. That's what the dot is. See, like I said, learn things later. um, see, this thing's still up here. How did that happen? They're all like that. I wonder. Oh, I know why. Because we had it. We had it in that thing. Um. Oh, it's when you click that, it changes it. Huh. Whatever. This is going to be a disaster later. We're just setting ourselves up for failure. But that's okay. Negative 536. How about not that? How about negative 500 here? And then we go to 3 and we go like plus 500. I just want it to be even. And then we'll stick the other ones below it. And that's what we're basically going to do right now with these prefabs. I don't think we need to put... I don't think we need to put... I'm sorry, I'm double thinking. Double thinking? Sure, double thinking. This is going to be research items panel. And we're going to actually put this in here. Did I grab the right one? Yeah. Okay, and can I put these right here? Yeah, let's put these up here. This is what we're gonna do. This because we basically this is basically what we need here is, but then this needs to be what is this thing? Is this a panel? This is just a rectangular transform. We don't need that. We need this thing was the thing that said content. We're gonna need a new panel here. We're gonna need a new panel. Whoops, 2D, and this is gonna be um. No, this isn't gonna work. Oh, well, it will. This one should be called research items panel. I know we're gonna get a 1 or something on one of these. How is it let me name these the same thing? We'll put this up here. The viewpoint port is now gonna have the wrong one. This is gonna be, I guess it doesn't really matter. This is not a panel. This is just gonna be the research items. And we'll stick this underneath here. I think with this, I think this is going to work the way I want it to work. This needs to go in there. This needs to go down here. We need these to be attached to a thing that we can stick a script on, and also that won't we're going to put them in here manually, like I said, so we don't want them to go up above there. This is fine if it looks like that, I guess. Yeah. Okay, so then for the research items, this is how this is going to work. We're going to put in a bunch of prefabs. I guess we need 14 of them, huh? That's kind of a bummer. Copy. Let's just put a couple. Now we're going to need an equal amount. Yeah, see, this is like the dumbest way to do this. Is this turned off? Is that what's going on? Why can't we see you? Oh, you're way down here in the corner. Okay, let's undo these. Let's do one first here. What are you doing down there? Uh, I'm trying to do this like the laziest way as well. Why would it start down in that corner? It's bizarre. Uh, yeah, this is going to be a pain. Regardless of how we do this, this is going to be a pain. And I think we are going to need a game object in here. It's fine. It's fine that it's a pain. We just need to accept that. Does this actually look like this with that line? I don't think it does. That capital H is driving me insane. And we're going to get it like 20 times. So let's fix this actually we can do it through here. Let's fix this prefab. Prefabs are kind of pretty cool. They're originally when I started using them, I was very confused by them because they're not their most intuitive thing here. But they are actually pretty cool. So you just adjust your prefab like we just did, and we should be what? Nope. We should be able just to like apply this change to all of the things that we're gonna be fucking with here. Oh, that's you know what? I don't think that's gonna. Well, we'll deal with that later as well. Basically, I think it will change the transform if we do that. So we'll worry about that later. So basically, we're just gonna have this one up in the corner. It's not really a corner. Let's make this some negative 50, 365, sure. Then we're gonna have another one. And this one's gonna, you know, how tall are these things? The height is 100? Really? Okay. 465, wrong direction. 265. Let's do 55. Yeah. This is going to be really kind of a pain. How many do I have? I was curious if it would tell. Okay, it does. It tells you we got 12. Whoops. We need 14. And I'm thinking as well here, there is a way. See, this isn't going to work the way I want. But that's okay. We'll just half-ass this shit. So I was thinking we could name these. In fact, we will name these depending on their we're gonna have the whatchamacallit, the script name it. What are we up to? 45? 35. Now I gotta do some math. That's not just 110 minus something. That was 35 minus 110 is negative 75. See, I totally wanted to dynamically do this where it would just do each one of these for us, and it would put them in place. And I'm like erring in the other direction, I think, but we'll figure it out. Negative 75 is 185. Oh, we're on the wrong. Negative 185. How many tier ones do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, we're saying all these are tier ones? That would solve our other drawing a line problem. let's just do these all as tier 1s for now, and that will test out our scrolly bar too. So we just gotta get our shit together. There's a way to make this thing. You can select them all and then type in how much you want them to be different, but I just don't know how to do it. -1, -295. I should probably look it up. Negative. It would probably save a lot of time. -3, 405. -515. -625. Like the minute I fuck up one of these, this is ugly. What were we on? -735, -845, -955. We're almost done. -1065, -1175. Okay. Let's save this piece of shit. Hit play. I think I still have it on maximize, so our scrolly thing didn't come up though. So let's fix that next. Well, one thing we need to have is this needs to be turned off. And will the scrolly thing, I don't think last time, let's turn it back on when we were messing with the scrolly thing. How did I fix it? Last time I had like some minor button that needed checking or something. Research items panel. Oh, maybe it's because this is too small. This needs to go all the way down. Ew. All that work we just did. Let's see if that solves the problem. Because the panel itself was fine. No. How did I fix that? Because I've used this now before, and it's actually a pretty cool thing. Scroll view. We actually don't need the horizontal one. Here's the viewport. The contents. Yep, that's the contents. You know, I didn't even have that in there last time. We didn't have to mess with this last time. This we did mess with, but it was later. This might... Did we mess with this at all? Direction left to right. Direction bottom to top. And then we have a close button. Where's our other one? It's this one. Well, this is above this other thing. No, it's not. It's viewport. This is below, but I don't think that that's necessary. We'll do it. Oh, that looks promising. That looks very promising. Except we can see it outside. Okay. Um, this is still, no, this is here. The close button shouldn't be in the, what are you doing here? Man, time flies when you're programming. I don't understand it. This shouldn't be able to be seen. I wonder if it's because it's a panel. This has an image background. What does this one have? This one has a vertical layout group, but it doesn't have an image background. Oh, it's this content size fitter. That's the thing. That's the thing that, like last time I had to, you have to add this content size fitter. It does not. Whoa, what was that? Something changed over there. Parent. Okay, this is preferred size. Do I have something, a group in here somewhere stashed? I have fucked around with this a bunch at this point. This is just some script. That's a script. That's an image. Blocker panel doesn't matter. Research text shouldn't have any groups. Could it be talking about this UI canvas? It shouldn't have any groups in it. It doesn't. It said parents. And we can see in the game view here that that is going, we're seeing outside the, maybe I have to put this in viewport. There we go. Oh, and that went away. I don't have this one in viewport. Viewport's just empty. And it worked for a while at least. Let's turn this off and see what happens now. I think I vaguely remember testing it too and being like, oh, cool, you don't need that. I wonder if this bug is causing the problem. Let's fix this bug real quick. It just deletes some code because we fucked something up last time. What? Is it talking about because we had this? Oh, I bet you it is. Well, can't we just put 14 in here? I want to make sure. Bug's gone. This you still can't scroll though. So we're on to something though. We're on to something. Oh, we are getting that same bug. Really? Is it not 14? I guess this is on maximize, so I can't see it. There's a way to get out of maximize while you're in maximize. Let's see here. Game. Focused. We must have some other. What script is this? Research items. We must have some other research items weird shit going on here. because we did have some things going to town here. Generate research panel. There's our issue. Now I'm curious if this will update with the stuff that we're assigning, or if it updates with our stuff that we typed in there, because it's not going to be saved on our. This is serialized. I wonder if we should turn it off. Well, that bug's gone. Let's see. Whoops. Let's see. Yeah, we still need our thing fixed here. I think we need to unserialize this. Unserialize. Did we actually change anything, or did I just click in there? I mean, it would be nice to see that, though, to be able to look in there and see what it is. I'm curious, why does system need to be in here? Oh, it's because it's serialized. Wait, serialized or serializable? Um, where did we do that? We did it with factions, I think. I think we did it with factions. 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 It's under nowhere there. I'm a stickler for having everything organized, serializable. Okay, just making sure. We don't need you open right now. Research item is that. Research, what else do we got? We got first run. We actually don't need this stuff anymore either. Let's kind of blow everything away that we don't need here. We can always refigure out the time pause we do. We don't need this. We were trying to dynamically do it and it just was a clusterfuck of agony for my lack of skill. So first run's going to happen on awake, and it's going to assign all these things. But it doesn't look like this it doesn't look like it overwrites what we put in here. I'm very new to this serializable thing. It seems like it should overwrite these. But maybe that's something that I don't understand. Yeah, see, it's just putting like research check a bunch of times. Why would it do that? You know, we could have made this a dictionary actually. Would that be easier? No, it doesn't matter. It could matter, actually, now that I think about it, because they're going to be clicking on that shit, and they're going to have to be linked somehow. So you're going to be clicking on these things to open up a new window. Oh, look, it's toggling on and off when I click it. Man, this research, I knew it was going to be a problem. The minute I started working on it, because I didn't think it through at all. Oh, wait. This time it did it. What? Okay. All right. Okay. Whatever. I don't know what was going on. It works sometimes. I mean, I don't care if this says researcher shack because man, did I not hit play? This is just shit that I typed in, and we can just ignore that for now. but I'd like to be able to look at it while it's running to double check what we're doing. Okay, so first off, we have all this. We have the 14 things. We need to fix. I'm going to take a break real quick, but we need to fix this scrolly thing. It's still not working. Research item, horizontal, vertical. Let's keep this clicked just in case that's my problem. Let me try one more time. I swear to God, I went through this same exact thing last time. And then I figured out it was like, oh, maybe it's because these are disabled. No, these should be disabled automatically. It does it with its own logic. Horizontal left to right, value number of steps, vertical bar, bottom to top. I don't think we messed with any of this stuff. Yeah, I don't think I messed with any of that stuff. I'm double checking, like, interactable. Let's look at the one that works, or at least it used to work. Auto hide and expand. So we got there. Wait, there was something else different. Population list group. I don't think it has to be a group. In fact, I think the group was. That's just an image. There's the scroll view. Where's the viewport? The viewport's slightly smaller, which is what we want. What about on this one? Where's this other? Wait, we're looking at this one. What about this one? Viewport. Yeah, it's the same. Maybe you have to use a group. Let's double check that my other one works. Maybe something I did. Oh, we gotta fix that. I'm gonna take a quick break. We gotta fix this. Um, I upgraded whatchamacallit Unity. Whatchamacallit Unity. We're in 11 now. We can test this other thing. And I guess we'll leave it. We'll put it like 15. That way it generates more people, and you have to have the scroll bars needed. So we're gonna test this real quick to make sure my other one. I guess I could like have copied that one. Oh, see, this is fucked up because I moved that thing. Let's put that back. Where did it go? Oh, wait. I think I just made it. I just think I fucked something else up. I did. Um, this one is what needs to. They're all very, very similarly named. That's why the names are so long. Let's see here. See, this works. And I left it bouncy just for fun. See this in the background? It moves up and down. Where's its anchor? What's that? Oh, that's that other thing. I think this needs to be bigger, doesn't it? Is this what we were trying not to do, though? Um, I think it's this thing, like, needs to be bigger. Oh, I can't. This isn't a panel. I'm like, okay, maybe when I'm smoking. This has happened in the past. I'm gonna go smoke real quick. And maybe it will come to me. Let's see if my break timer works on this one. My break timer works. I don't know. Um, I will be right back. Less than 5 minutes. How does that happen? I put my headset down and immediately it's tangled up with shit. Turn on my break timer, which is working. Okay, I thought of something that we should probably do here. I didn't think of anything with our current problem. This is gonna actually should be called research items tier 1. Then we'll just put this whoops, we'll call this research tier 1 right now. There's got to be a better let's put that back. Whoops. It's tempting just to learn how to do the lines, you know. The lines being the dynamically created lines. Just in case I spelled something wrong, we're going to rename this script. Then we're going to go back and think about our problem here. Everything's saved here. Okay, so I had vague thoughts, but not very many important ones. We can make this thing back to whatever I did. Its position can go back to, its position can go back to 0 or whatever it was at. Not 0. Though that isn't bad to have it at 0. Look at this weird heights and things. Okay, we're going to figure out what's going on here. So if it's big like that, I feel like it should scroll. The scroll thing should come on. What is this dot? That's a different issue. This is a child. What happens if we put a panel or I'm just gonna make this crazy big, just out of curiosity. Or is it, okay, let's see here. Oh, now my music stopped? What the fuck, man? What the fuck, music? Okay. I feel like this is what needs to be larger. Here's what that dot is. That's the scroll. It's not bigger in this one, though. The viewport is the same size. This thing becomes larger and it turns on because we have a group that appears. I mean, we could put a group in here if we had to. So that's this. This doesn't have any. What's the difference between this thing and this thing? This is a rectangular transform. Content size fitter. Because there's a group in here. Maybe it has to have a group in there for the scroll thing to. I don't know. Let's look. Let's ask. Let's ask the internet. Unity scroll UI scroll bar has to be a group. with layout group, without a, here we go. Let's see what this guy's, let's see what his thing is. Goddamn Kurt. I don't know how this guy has the time to answer everyone's questions. This should probably go in the UI, but I can't figure. Okay, so whenever a player enter their name and whatnot, basically everything can fit on the screen, but hence why I want to use the scroll bar. However, no matter what I tried, I can't get the scroll bar to work. I looked around and asked and found out I need to use some sort of layout group. Problem is my UI doesn't fit a vertical, has its own unique. Look, I made the scene without a layout group in the first place. You don't need a layout group. Make the AI content you want. Spaced and anchor how you long whatever size you want, and get it the way you like. Save that for future revision, like a separate scene. Now create a scroll view that is large you want and has scroll bar however you like. Drag your content and then expand the content rectangle to expand the rectangle. Which rectangular are you talking about there? The content rectangle. I don't have. This thing has this weird thing because of my content fitter. This isn't a panel though. This is a canvas renderer. Do they all say canvas renderer? Yeah, okay. um, what is this thing? Let's do this. Let's turn off this thing, and we'll put a test in here. A new UI panel. Is it a panel though? I didn't use a panel. I just used something. Um, I just think I did like a UI text box or something. Because if it's a panel, no, I did use a panel for this. Is this a panel? This isn't a panel. Because this is an image. Well, we'll just add a panel and see what happens. UI panel. It's big. It's not big enough. It's the same exact size. Let's drag it down to like here. Oh, we have to tell it that that's the content we want though. Scroll view. We want this panel. I hit play here. Now it works. The scrolling is really slow, but that's okay. So is the issue, I think this isn't a panel. I don't know. No, this is a panel. Well, let's put this panel up here. Let's copy everything below it into this panel. We can make this panel less white. We don't need it white. Then we can hit play. I don't think that was a panel. I think that was something, I think I fucked something else up. You know what? I actually kind of like that there's, you can scroll down to that gap right there. So let's kill this thing. Let's rename this panel tier 1 panel. And we need to fix though were these originally in, what is this? I think these were originally in here and then I moved them somehow on accident. But now that they're all in here, we can move this down a tiny bit. This shit doesn't have to look that nice, man. I mean, everything else is so fucking ugly. Okay, then let's hit play again and see. Kurt, thank you. I was shit talking Kurt yesterday. I feel bad. It doesn't affect his life at all. But okay. Okay, so that's the first thing we want. Let's save this shit. And then uh what am I doing? There was like, oh, I want to do something. Let's hit play again because I was like, I like on oh, I know what it was. I know what it was. I know what it was. We want to make it so that the goddamn scroll isn't so painful. Scroll sensitivity is 10 or is 1, and I put it at 20 on this one. There we go. Okay. Well, I guess we should test it. We want to test everything. Okay, where is this thing attached? Where's this script that we were signing? Where is the research? It's called Tier 1 now. Where did we even stick that? Here? We're going to stick that on here. Because it's on awake, huh? I think that's fine. That's not what I want to click on here. Just double checking that this is what we want here. Actually, we don't want this on first run either because this is gonna get updated and it's gonna change. So every time they open this, um, private void. Why don't you like on enable here? Then this will go in here. Whoops, I gotta add a little extra, and we're gonna rename this though to generate tier 1 research. And oh wait, no, this is the first run one. Okay. No. This is first run. After this, it's going to be slightly different. We're going to do that next, but so I think this is because this is on awake. Oh, we have this at the bottom. That's why. It's like I can't even remember what I've done yesterday. That's fine. Why is this bugging out then? Because it's on awake. It's happening too soon. This is disabled. This was happening somewhere else, and I figured out a way around it. I forget what I did. It's always something. Might as well hit play to get the bug. Now the bug's gone. Well, we haven't hit research yet. There we go. So it's a different issue. We got 14 of these, right? We have 15 of these. Well, I guess that actually shouldn't matter yet. Um, where was this bug? What is this script? This is some old script, I think, where we were trying something else. This might be the issue. Let's just get rid of this script first. And we don't need that. It was setting itself for stuff, but we don't need to do that. We'll apply this to all of them. Now all of them should have that gone. I wonder if... Why were we doing that? I can't even remember. We're deconstructing like lots of stuff we did last time. Zero to 13. Why does it think this is at a range? I think it's because it's turned off on awake. Let's double. We can check that. We can check that by doing this. We can just put this on enable and see what happens. That's an easy check. What did we put on this one? This has a script called research. What is this thing for? If I can't remember what it is, we'll just get rid of it for now. Like I had a lot more. Okay, this is still happening. We didn't rename research item, did we? I mean, it would tell us if we had issues. This doesn't make any sense anymore. It says 14 references. That's all of these ones. I renamed something and now everything's broken. So this is not the issue. Let's see here. We got all those extra errors because of I was running it while I was changing code. Okay. I'm just curious if we're like referencing it somewhere else. We shouldn't be at this point. We've deleted everything. This is all scroll view stuff. Population info shouldn't have any reference to that. The research panel no longer has. Let's look at this research panel. The only thing it has is a research, and we don't actually probably need this currently either, so let's get rid of it. If we need it, we'll add it in. This is a public list. Do we need this to be a public list? I guess we do if we want to look at it. That's long gone. This gets to 14. Timekeeper. I mean, I assume the timekeeper's still here, right? Okay, it's there. We don't have anything weird attached here. It's gotta be because I'm like running it when it's turned off. Like I said, this has happened in the past and it's always something like that. Yeah, these don't have any, they have buttons because we're gonna make them do something later, but we don't need to do it right now. You know, this started when I moved this down to here. Let's put it back to here. I mean, it doesn't need to be there yet, and see if we still get that error. I do. I know it's something dumb. Like I'm missing like a, generally it tells you, I keep this turned off because there's a bug I haven't been able to figure out with Unity. Let's move this up to the UI canvas and see if the thing still happens. Normally I put shit like that in the world map load because that's in the controller, but well, now we're getting some other weird shit. All right, there's a thing that I do when I start getting weird shit all the time. Let's close Unity. I only have one Unity open, so that's good. When you have two of them open, things get a lot weirder. Let's reopen this guy. They get touchy. I must have something else referencing it, and I don't remember doing that. But of course, I don't remember like 5 minutes ago, so that's always an issue. You know, I am losing a surprising amount of frames when I'm doing this. You know, it's 58, which is like nothing, but I should lose nothing anyways. Okay, so there's something. Is it because this is at 0? Do these need to match? If that's the case, I guess I'm learning, but well, there's 14 of them. Wait, is it saying 36 is the issue? It is saying 36 is the issue. What? I guess I should read the bug more. It's weird that I have to put this to say that, but I guess. Oh, I need to do. I don't know. I'm not initializing the lists down here. How do I normally do that? So we have like this faction list. Oh, that one's manually typed in as well. I think I would want to. I think I'm supposed to be adding those, not saying new. Like this. Wonder why I'm putting. Whoops. Wonder why. Okay, wait. Because I have that thing there, this is assigning a new version of it to those 14 things. But if I had add on here, I think, let me look. Let me think here. Like I said, well, add. Is it like that? I think. Man, if I didn't have 14, it sure would be nice to not with this test. Let's go back to here. Let's put this at 13. Well, that solves another issue I had later, like I was thinking about, where I think we were replacing those with this, but I think what we want. Oh no, it didn't work. What is the first one? Fisher's Shack. But that could be that other bug. That's at 36. Timekeeper. How did we fuck up Timekeeper? We haven't even messed with that. We haven't even messed with that today. It's got to be like something right before Timekeeper. We got this thing. I mean, we were using this before. We have another one of these. You know, I put enable. Does this have to be public? I feel like we did this on another one. Well, it was like the population list, and I just copied it over. But maybe um, On disable is private. On enable is private. Something else going on here. Let's look at the population list then and see if we get the same bug. I did update Unity. This is the same spot though. We don't even, because this is on awake, I guess, because it's not on enable. If we put, so it's gonna do this one regardless. All right, we can figure this out. It's something stupid. I know that. So first off, if it's something stupid, so this wasn't the issue. It also didn't tell us what this was. Like we gotta narrow what we're doing down here. I was hoping it would put this in there, but it doesn't. It didn't fill that in like I wanted. So this might not work. So one of the reasons I wanted to be see this serializable was for when the shit changes. You know, it did it on the other one. All right, let's concentrate on one issue at a time though. So if this is 13, all right, we'll do this one more time. It should say that this is an error. And so let's put this at 14. And then we just got this weirdness. Object reference not set to on enable. I mean, it's already enabled. Time is passing. I mean, that can't possibly be it. That'd be fucking stupid. But we can put it down here to test. It's curious that one time that thing went away, the number we had there. Research panel is not on. Okay, so that is gone. Whoops, we need to click on the game here. Okay, well, that solved that problem. So I guess I didn't know that if you have on enable on, it has to be on something that's disabled. That's weird. I mean, you figure it would check. It would be like, oh no, it's already enabled. We'll do this shit later. But all right. Okay, so now let's look at this other thing that the way I want to do it. If we go to research panel, which actually isn't where we want this to be, we want this to be on the tier 1 research. Wherever that went. Well, we're running the game, so this didn't get filled in either. Oh, because I haven't opened up but that's on awake. All right, well, we'll fix that too. We'll fix everything. We want this to be here. Time has stopped. Now what the fuck is playing in my ears? Mogwai? I don't want to listen to that. It's like every album it seems a lot shorter when you're doing when you're programming. All right, let's look at this again now. This should be nothing, but then when we hit research, I did it again. Okay, so but when I handed the add thing, it didn't like that. So what if at the bottom, if I say, 13 dot research name equals fuck you. And then we put that there. And what I'm testing here is I want to see if the changes show up. I thought they did, but now I'm not so sure. I'm level 4 on the C sharp training. All right, we're gonna turn that on. Fuck you. Okay, so that does work. We actually the research. The research names aren't going to be changed. We also need a description, but I don't think we'll even get to that tonight. Well, maybe if we're fucking lucky. Okay, so everything is now currently working according to plan. So what we need to do is we do need to do. I'm just gonna move this out of the way because we're gonna move this to the bottom here because I want it on enable up a little bit, and we can go look up first run with control click will jump us down there if we ever need to look at that, and we will later. We're gonna be adjusting this. We're gonna use some constants later, I think. Constants. Okay, so on enable, every time it enables, it needs to update this thing. But it also needs to interact with that checkbox. The checkbox being, let's look at one of these things. Is the first child. So we do need to put a script on here that we kind of deleted. We kind of fuck with one. We have it, this one. I don't remember at all what we were doing here. We were enabling it for some reason. We need a public. They called it a toggle. Toggle is done. Is research completed? Yeah, I know. I love my. We want toggle at the end. My long things here. This is going to be. How do we want to do this? So during this whole thing, I see here. For some reason, it's saying that. No? Huh. Weird. Getting sidetracked, which is bad in programming. Okay, so let me think this through again. So on this screen here, let's turn on the research panel so we can look at it for a second here. This is going to be, we need to feed in this name, which is wait, we have a toggle. Where's the fucking button? Okay, the button's attached to this, but where's the Where's our text? I think, can we put this up here without fucking everything up? I mean, I guess it doesn't have to be there. It just seems weird that it's not there. Seems like the text. Oh, I know why we did it that way. Nope, I take it back. Revert. Discard changes. We did it there. This is the problem, though. It shouldn't be in. It shouldn't be a child of this thing. Okay, all right. It should just be right here. It should just be right. Get over here, motherfucker. There we go. It should just be below this, because since I read from left to right, I want this first thing to be on the left and then this thing to be on the right. That's what happened there. Let's save this. Now, is all our other ones gonna look that way? Yes. Okay. I just double checked. I'm not that familiar with anything, so okay. So in each one of these, how are we gonna do this? First off, the first thing we're gonna need is we're gonna need to assign this game object to this list, because we have to be able to reference the game object and then like its children or whatever. Who knows? We need to reference something here. Game objects. We're gonna say game object. Whoops, come back here. This time it's okay. Object. Object. And then we're gonna go here. Game. I guess the telecode or whatever doesn't want to help me tonight. I guess it gave up with all my typos. No, this is what we want. We want this. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Then we're going to jump over here and we'll just null this shit out. Then we can just copy this and paste it and we'll be fine. Usually the IntelliCode thing here, like, yeah, it starts kicking in after a second. It's like, yeah, that's what we want. Except I guess I gotta hit tab. It speeds up after a minute. I don't know what these little dots are. Maybe there's a way to like tell it to keep doing it. Okay, all those issues have been solved. Then we need to assign that. So on the first run, how the fuck are we gonna assign that thing? This is attached. I know how we do it. For, yep, do that. No, I is less than research item dot count. Man, I use so many for loops. I don't know how I was dicking around without those things. Research item tier 1, that's right, dot game object is going to equal gets transform get child. Give me child, motherfucker. Yep, whoops. Okay, so that's going to assign every one of these to, will be assigned, because if we set this up right, because I was kind of like trying to pre-think this out here. That's why I wanted this on here, so I can just go down and assign all of them to that thing. And then we know what we also could do. We could assign this toggle in here. Now we're cooking with gas, as they say. So I had a gas oven in my old, you know how like gas ovens are bad now. I had a gas oven, public toggle, and it's going to just say toggle. And then we're going to need a public text mesh and it's going to be called, we're going to actually need a couple of different ones here. This one is just going to be called, title, research name, text. Okay, so we need this toggle in here. So I used to have in my last apartment, I had a gas stove, and one day, whoops, I was drunk and I went to bed, and I woke up in the middle of the night dying for cigarettes. And don't worry, there's no explosions in this story. So I got up and went outside because I live in an apartment. I went outside to smoke, and I know, like, I had this splitting headache. I was all groggy and confused, and I went out and smoked. And then when I came back inside, I could smell the gas leaking. And what happened when I went to bed, I had turned off my oven or my stovetop, but I hadn't turned it all the way, so it went out, but it was enough to be leaking. And I probably would have noticed it if I wasn't drunk. Um, but man, I probably almost died. As that's what I assume. So we can put two null fuckers in here. And after that, I was like, man, I am never getting a gas stove again because I'm worried I'll die. And so this house that I live in now actually came without a gas stove, so I have a electric one, which of course they don't cook as nice, but I don't want to fall asleep and die. Okay, so we got this. That's going to be assigned there. It's going to go down the whole list and assign that. Then we need to go down the list and get the toggle next. I guess we could get, God, can we do this really dumb? I think we could do this really dumb, but it's probably the laziest way to do it. This is going to be toggle is going to equal get child. So it's going to get the child's child. Is that what we're doing? Some stupid child thing? I think we are. I feel like this is like the dumbest way to do shit, but oh no, then we gotta get the it's not a component. Wait, no, it's a component of the game object. Good God. No, it doesn't know what a toggle is, huh? You're about to know what a toggle is. Wouldn't that be nice? You know, like in Cyberpunk, I don't know if they do it in current Cyberpunk stuff, but in the good old days with kind of Cyberpunk stuff, uh, you would like slot in stuff into your brain and you know new stuff. It would be like this. Like, I don't know what a toggle is, and you just slot it in. Okay, so this is the grandchild. Oh, this is wrong. This is this is 0. Get the first child. This is get the first child of that thing, and then get the first child of that thing, right? So this is the game object. It says, hey, let's get your child. Wait, did we go too far? Transform. Get child I. That's right. So that's going to be 0 the first time. Then the second time is going to be the next one down. This is get that child's. So this is going to be this is going to be the first one. This is going to be that. This is going to actually get this, though. We don't need to get the child. We just need this one child. We got too many kids in here. So glad I don't have any kids. Okay, so that's going to go down and that's going to assign that. Then this next thing, wherever it went, is going to, it's the thing it's warning me about at the bottom. Dot research name text. And that's going to equal yes, I was thinking we might need to do a dot text, but that's not what we're doing. This one, so let's look at this again. The first one, the first child of this thing is this guy, and it has toggle on there. So we're going to need the second. So when it's on I, the first one is going to be 0. It's going to get that first one. And the next one, yes, so that, but the next one is actually going to be, I guess we can do it this way. Transform get child I dot, how the fuck are we doing this? See, the problem with this is all going to break. We could, so the other idea I was thinking of, but it's going to be the same, we're going to have the same issue, is we can drag this, we can, on here, we could have this script, and then we can drag these in. Which isn't that bad of an idea, except we don't know which, yeah, I think we're going to do it this way. We'll just go through all these children. I just got to, we just can't rearrange these children or things will break, which is dumb. So the other way to do it is we put a script on in the prefab, which is what I was thinking about doing for a second. I think I opened up that prefab thing. So we put a script on the prefab and we have a public toggle and we have a public, but how do we assign? We're still going to have to use children to go through that list, so I'm not going to worry about it. So this is child 1, child 0, child 1. Let me double think that. Double think it? I think that's a completely different thing. Okay, so it's gonna get, it's, let's say it's 5. It's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It will open this. Well, I mean, it's not gonna open that, and it's gonna get this one. And this is a TextMesh Pro thing. Okay, so we have everything in the list. Now everything is in the list. And now we can change that shit in the list. So I guess we could, I guess we don't need to, no, we do. We could make this actually a separate list of game objects that aren't attached to this list. I don't think we'll ever have to actually interact with these. It's an interesting concept here. Then we wouldn't have to store these. We could set this up as its own list. I'm thinking. This is my thinking. All right, I'm gonna take a quick break. It's already been 2 hours, so I'm on my next break check. Anyways, man, every time I thought I uninstalled that. Um, I did. Uh, every time I uninstall and reinstall a new version of Unity, there's like leftover shit that I have to go manually delete. Get like gigs of shit. Anyways, I will be back in less than 5 minutes. Let me throw this break timer up. Break timer works on this one. I don't know. All right, be right back. Okay, I um did not think about that. This whole thing. We'll just do it this way, and we'll figure it out. We'll fix it later, which is our new motto. Uh, we're gonna put a note in though. We probably won't remember what the note means. But we'll put a note in anyways. I just put notes in usually as drafts unless they were something else. Uh, in research items, we get the child, and maybe there is a better way to do that. There we go. At least we have a note of it. We can go through these notes at some point and slaughter them. Slaughter the notes. Let me turn on my music again. Make sure I'm streaming again. I don't know why it would have changed, but okay. So then we have all these things on in the list. Let's update that note actually, to say that stuff was in. It's currently everything. Thing is currently connected to the research item tier list. Whoops, I hit save, update comment, go there. So once this is the thing. I mean, the game object is nice to have. I don't know why we need the game object, honestly. Why did we need the game object? I don't know. We don't even, do we need this? Let's put a note in here. I don't think we need this. I had an idea of why we needed it, but now I don't feel like we need it. Timekeeper we don't need. And so what I do later is I go through when I notice I don't think we actually need this. All right, we have the toggle. Because of the way we're doing this thing, I don't think we need the game object. I was trying to think what we would be doing with that game object. Clicking the wrong button here. But let's set this stuff up. Let's all of this work. We got to, so at this same for loop though, we would go at the end of this if research item, nope. Okay, so we do need that shit somewhere. For a second I was thinking we don't need this. So then on enable we're gonna have a new thing called like updates research. I don't like the word update in there, but research items tier 1. And what we'll do there is we'll generate a new fucker here. We'll get rid of this. We'll cut this. We'll put this down here because I want to reference this currently. Whoa, not there though. We'll put it there, and then we'll move it later. Research tier 1. Oh no, we need a for loop in here. For, give me some love here, IntelliCodes. Yep. IntelliCode. Research tier 1 item. I research name text is going to equal, nope, that's not, we're doing this wrong. Research, nope. I guess it's fine. What's your problem? Why aren't you? Oh, we forgot the I in here. I got rid of it. Dot text is going to equal research name. See what I'm doing here? Now we're assigning. These should update from this list. It should update on the thing. The thing in the thing here. This is not going to be faster to. Maybe it would have been faster to type. And then well, this is going to be we're dot. What is it? Selected. No, it's not select. What is it called? We want interactable to be off as well. Is on. Is on equals true. But we got to put a if in here. If dot we can turn this off for all of these real quick because they're never going to be, the toggle's never going to be interactable for the player. The player's never going to be able to check that shit. It's just going to be for whoops. It's just going to be for to show if it's done or not. If is done is equal to true, then we're going to stick this shit in here. And we don't need it. Well, I guess else, I don't know why this would change, but just in case something, some sort of weird setback, we'll put this in here as some sort of technological, they forgot their research. That was actually an idea I was thinking about. Is you start out with like good researchers and stuff, but as they die, you have worse ones because they've forgotten the knowledge. But I think we're not going to do that. Maybe we will later. Okay, so if the technology is done, it's going to turn the toggle on, and then last thing it's going to do in this for loop. Oh, we already did it. We already put the text in there. I'm not doing too many comments lately. That's interesting. Because we forgot it. We didn't forget it. We didn't do it right. All right. So now this should fill in. It probably won't because there's probably a bug, but we're gonna try it anyways. What is this thing behind me? I think it's my pillow again. It is my pillow. The pillowcase slowly slides off. Well, that didn't work. Oh, did we have this open again? We had it turned on. It doesn't like it when we have it turned on, huh? One of these child things is fucked up. See, this is the issue with this child bullshit. So we got the child. Is it not 1? That's 0. That's 1. So it's going to nail that one. This is Text Mesh Pro, right? Yeah. Oh, I didn't even see if the toggling thing. Oh, we probably never got to that. You know what you can do? I've never used this before. But isn't there like get components, yeah, in children? And just do this. The toggle I don't think has one. It has any text on it, I mean. Or is it going to go through and get all of the, I don't know, I've never used it. Let's see here. Target child is out of bounds. It's happening in awake, which is where we would expect this to happen. What line? $51. Oh, it's marked right there for us. What are these quick actions? I originally was going to do this, but then I was like, oh, I don't think we need that. No, we need this. That seems like overkill. So it's croaking out on that one. This would just be child 0 if we did that. Man, that's like, so maybe the other idea is easier. Because if we move any of this stuff, it's not going to be easier though, because I don't know how we're going to access it. We're going to have to get a component anyways. I wonder if we did this like this. It searches through. No, I think it stops on the first one. And we'll see if it gets to the next line. So when we hit that, these all turn on, I assume. These look like these are all turned off, even more off. No, they're not. Okay. Transform child out of bounds. I'm doing something dumb again tonight. I need to take longer time in between programming. I keep thinking about the different stuff to do. So what do we got going here? 13. Wait, no, 51 again. Whoops. Which is here. Oh, that tool thing doesn't always mean what we want it to. Well, now it's just moved up one. So this is a game object. Yep. So game object 0 should equal. Where is this thing attached to? Oh, well, that would be a problem. I thought this was attached to where did our script go? Did I like stick it in there to down here or some shit? I thought I put it here. Where is it sitting? Did I leave it like up when I was testing up here? Where the fuck did I put it? Tier 1 panel is where I put it. And it's hitting these ones up. And it should be on research items. I mean, that's where I was looking for it this whole time. Well, now we can use the test out the get component in children thing. I don't know. Well, we got elitism in there, which is weird. The scrolling still works. It's interesting this didn't update the element name like it did sometimes. That one also was checked. Did you see that? That one was checked. Um, were they different? Well, I stopped it. Is this not getting? Oh, I know what it's doing. It's a sign. It's going through with the for loop. It's going through and it's pulling the same one the whole time. There's something wrong with like. So back to looking at this here. There's got to be like an easier way to do this. If I make the script on there, how is it going to know which one it is? You know, I also could just put like the 14 items here and just as public fields and just drag them all in there. I hate doing that though because like, well, how it's currently, you know, we would put it up here and we would put a we could do that. It's kind of ugly. Actually, it is private. It offered serialized field there, and I actually think let me think. It's going to be a private. Uh, a private game object item one, and then we would do, you know, 14 of these. Yeah, exactly. I was hitting enter and whatnot too quickly. Um, too quick for telecode. That's too many. That's too many. It's kind of like I said, it's kind of ugly to have all of these like this, but maybe, and I don't know if this needs to be public. We might have to switch these to public. I don't think they do. Oh wait, we do need 14. Whoops. We need 14 because we're starting at 0 or at 1. Let's actually start at 0 so they all match up here. Are you smart enough for that? You are not. I don't know what happened there. Okay, then we could. I mean, it's the same. It's the same. We drag those all in there. Then we would put them in here, I guess. Yeah, that's what we would do. I mean, this seems like a lot of the same shit. Like we're just changing where our work is, where our possible issues are. I mean, if we make one typo here, then we have the same issue. I'm gonna try to fix that child thing instead. I think I know it's a little weird. If we move shit around, it's gonna get fucked up. But I think, and then we'll just comment this out, and just in case we need it later. I think it's a better way to go for now. Unless you know, it's sometime maybe in the future I'll have an epiphany, and I'll be like, oh wait, this is how you do it. So this game object should be the first time it's gonna get 0. A. The first time it's gonna get 0, which is this. The next time it's gonna get that one. This is the child of this. Now that we have the script in the right place, and then the next time it's going down. So on the first run through, I actually think this should work. What are we doing wrong here? It's these get children component, I think is the issue. Uh, we're gonna need some of this. Tier. It's gonna use that transform again. Get child. The first one is the toggle. Then the next one, if we do this same thing. Actually, I guess we could go here. But this is going to be child 1. So that worked. Let's do something here. It's pretty ugly. And there was something else I want to do. I don't know if you can do. Well, we'll do it in a second. Time has stopped. It's too big. We have an extra one. And these checkboxes sure are hard to see. We can probably change that though. Do we not have 14? Do we only have 13? Turn this back to focused. Oh, right, it's not going to tell us when it's not playing. Let's hit play anyway. Whoops, I accidentally hit pause as well. Research. Do I have 15 of these things on accident? It's quite possible. I do. Okay. This is kind of, honestly, this is kind of ugly though, with the, like, not necessarily, everything's ugly, but this is actually kind of, hard to see. Yeah, like, see, that's like the, oh, wait. Oh, even, yeah, it's the interactability that's making it this color. Can we go, what's its normal color? We don't need it like to be beautiful or anything, but we need it to be able to. Oh God, what did I just do? No, no. Control Z is failing me. There we go. We don't need it to be beautiful, but we need to be fucking playable. Let's put. Oh, I see what it's doing. It just has this turned down, and it has a weird color. There we go. We'll just change it to that. And then we'll push this to that prefab. Now let's hit play. Let's maximize this again. I think we put another. Oh, we needed to do one other thing. Oh, now we broke something. Oh, I know what we broke. This can't be turned on. So like I need to put in some like air checking for that too. Like, hey, if this is on, if we get a bug here, like it should not. All right, so these are checked. And these are unchecked. And we have the right number of things. And this scrolls. And I do like it that you can scroll farther because so that like if sometimes like it will only let you scroll to like here, maybe that's better that you know that you're at the end. You're like, whoa, oh. But I like the ability to move things up my monitor a little bit instead of always having it, like, especially on my other computer where I have a larger monitor. I noticed with that new larger monitor, sometimes I'm like literally like looking. So let's fix this other thing here too. This text box, we'll auto size it. We'll try to keep it. Um, we'll max it out at 26 and say 12. And then we'll save this. Then we'll hit play again. Like minor things like that can be fixed really quick. We should just fix them. Just always just fix them is my opinion right then. Man, it's already 8:30. Well, that didn't work. Did I not apply that to all of my prefabs? Man, the prefab, that way to do it is the way to do it. Holy shit. It's still kind of hard. Can we make that check darker or different color? Like, what if we. Oh, it's turned off. I was like, why can't we see this? What happens if we don't need that, man. If we change this check mark to like red or something so that it's bloody and you can tell it has been completed. That's not very red. That does vary in a very insignificant amount of shit. Huh. If this was a quick fix, I would keep working on it, but it's close enough. um, let's revert this thing back. It's fine. Revert all. I feel like that checkbox was less than that though. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it's not. No, it's just. Oh, it's a white checkbox. Let's do it one more time. I guess it's fine. This is all just for the I mean, this is just the first round of the spiral. The outward spiral, not the downward spiral. I know I gotta keep telling. Oh man, we did it again. It is kind of hard to tell if you've finished it or not, but like I said, we're doing this like we're just going and we just got to get it working before we do anything else. We'll do like a part like as we go. We'll start once we get the basic game working completely. With like every single thing that we need is working, combat, all that stuff, heroes. We'll start like slowly picking off the ugly shit and we're gonna have to hire an artist at some point. Uh, because there's gonna be this game gonna be ugly as fuck. Okay, so from here though, the next thing we want is we want this to open up this thing, and I don't. It actually might work since it's. Uh, let's see. Because it's in here and we're not pulling it from the prefab over there, like the prefab over there, like over there is, I mean, the project area won't let me. Oh, weird. I tried to overlap that one close button with the other one, but it's not. It's supposed to be. This is fucking ugly. Speaking of ugly stuff, good God, that's ugly. So that works, but I bet you, like, if we apply this to all, um, I should have done less research, right? So we weren't fucking with these so much. So we didn't have so many to fuck with. I'm just curious. This one, I bet you, does not have that um, button thing working. Yeah, so if you can't instantiate these like this, but it's okay. We just gotta remember not to like delete everything and start over. We can go back from here. Okay, so next on the list is let's say you click this button. Well, actually, let's fix this. Where happened to our other close button? Didn't I have a blocker panel too? This close button's at the top. That's weird. Let's turn this on and take a look what we're doing here. We can knock off a few more things here. See, I thought this close button was overlapping this one, which was fine. Oh, I know what it is. I know what it is. It's because I copied that one. It's deleting or it's getting rid of it's not closing the right thing. It's closing both of these. I'm pretty sure. It's hard to tell uh, with how these are named because that's um, not sure what's going on with that interactable part. Oh shit, I left this open. And we actually don't need this on maximized anymore as well. I'm hoping we can pick off a little bit. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm hoping we can pick off a couple more items here before I call it a night. The other thing we'll definitely think about this before we go to the next step. Whoops. Whoops. Okay, well that part's fixed. But we have another issue here. We need a blocker panel. What is a blocker panel, you ask? This is how I make it so you can't click on the shit behind things. It seems to work fine and it's quick. It's easy. I don't know if this is even the right spot. I just grabbed that one up from up there. So we'll see here. Fisher. Oh, I'm blocking it. Where do we need the blocker panel? We blocked the wrong thing. Oh, it's definitely, we already have a blocker. Oh, we need a blocker panel. This needs to be turned off. And then it needs to be turned on with this one. So now we shouldn't be able, yeah. Okay, blocker panel, you go here. And then we go. Basically everything below that it's covering up. Everything, well, when I say below, I mean higher than this thing. It goes from bottom up when you're doing things here. So we should be able to click on this. Now we can't click on these things behind them. And then we can hit close. We're back to here. We should be able to click things behind them. Scavenger. None of these are set up. Why? Did I not apply this? I bet you I applied it and it doesn't do anything. Yeah, it doesn't. What a pile of shit. Can we do them all at once? Okay. So now is the weird part. I guess it's not the weird part. In fact, I just thought of how we would do this. It's totally the easy part. December's. I know the feeling. The documentaries. I even like some of the movies that are like not a lot of them, but there's a few. There's a few that I do enjoy. The disaster movies. I like the '70s books that are that way. Oh man, my text box was too small for your text. Um, okay, so this is all working how we want it. So this is what we're gonna do. I just thought of an easy way to do this other thing. Um, we are going to December's. Thank you for the follow. We're gonna rename those game objects. Yeah, we're gonna. That's how as we go through here. Uh, I don't think we need this. I still don't think we need this. I think we could just. I don't think we need to assign it to the list, but we'll do. We'll use it anyways here since we have it here. We're going to go and we're going to set this to equal I, just like that. So now what should happen? There's a method behind, or there's a thought process behind this insanity here. Um, let's see. I don't know why these are all highlighted like that. Okay, so now these are numbered. And now if we click on that, we'll be able to get a number out of there. Why are these highlighted? Because you want me to apply this? You won't let me. I can't. Well, that ruins my whole thing there earlier. My whole thing of like, wow, this with prefabs is so much easier. But because of this button, I guess I could just script it. It isn't that big of a deal. What are we doing? We're opening up this game object here. Let's put that on my list for next time. Change research item prefab to use a public static variable instead of the click button bullshit thing. There we go. We're going to convert this into an issue. Hey, did we accomplish something today? All right, let's go. Right here. No, this is the one. This is actually where we're on. This is going to be weird. This prerequisite thing, I'm still thinking about that. This does now work. This works. We fix this. Oh, I do that every time. And this should still be at the bottom. I don't know what's, this thing isn't closing anymore. This should be there. Okay, we got a little bit of time left. We got 13 minutes. This should be easy. We'll finish this part first. So now this is going to be a number, and when you click on it, you can get the number. This is going to work. Oh, my music stopped. Let me think if there's an easier way to do this. Well, we gotta put the script on here anyways for this clicking stuff. So basically we're gonna feed we're gonna feed the information from this click into that other panel down here. And the reason why we need the name of it is so that we can feed this correct list thing to it. I actually haven't scripted oh wait, yeah, I have. I just gotta do this. It's like I forgot. All right, so let's do this. Research, it's not a prefab, it's a UI. Research item button. I feel like I already had that somewhere when we were fucking around the other day. But if I did, it has been long deleted. Okay. So we're gonna go like this. This is gonna be attached to the prefab that doesn't work anymore. Well, it works, but it doesn't work how I want it to work. And this is going to be, well, actually we're gonna have to do this part anyways right now. This thing to open that. So let's do this then. Since we gotta do that anyways, we're gonna put a script on here as well. This is gonna be UI research. Yeah, look at that beautiful long name. I love that shit. until I try to read it when there's not enough room and everything's called UI research. All right, let's see here. This is going to be... What are you doing here? Public, static. Yeah, this thing knows me. This thing knows me at this point. Then we're going to need a wake. No. We don't care about null. Then we're going to need that. And we don't need this. We are going to need... what do we call these things? We might be able to bust this out really quick. I have a feeling we won't. Title, description. The title and description though. What did I just do? Title and description though, I think are just... Oh no, that is what we're doing. Okay. This is a text mesh. And this is wow, we don't need that title. This is going to be public. Yep. All right. I don't know how you're guessing me there. Then after that, we're going to need... I actually don't think we're going to need this. I think we're going to do this differently. It's not going to say next. It's going to have prerequisites. Prerequisite. Did I spell it right? I think it was right. Whoops. I just assumed it was wrong here. Okay. And we can actually just say this is... We don't need to have a research item. I'm tempted to stick another thing in here, but we'll do it this way. I think we actually are going to need 2 of these, but we'll keep it simple as I was talking about. Before we get too carried away, it's because let's just turn that off for now. No, we'll leave that there. I don't think we're going to fill that part in yet. And well, this is never going to change. Actually, the prerequisite title won't ever change, so we can. That's fine there. Then we need to attach this to this thing. And we're going to put this title here, the description. I wanted to get to the description part to we got it like a major description. Does that look right? It looks all fucked up to me. And then prerequisite is actually going to be this one. And let's make sure we're going to rename this thing. Requisite title. And yeah, we're probably gonna need 2 of those, but like I said, I don't think we're gonna have more than 2. Man, have you ever read Make Room, Make Room? It's like it's the Soylent Green is based on the book. But it's a disaster. It's an overpopulation disaster movie. But it made me think of it because that Harry Harrison, I think, that's his real name. Well, not his real name, his pen name. Is the author, and he wrote some like airplane crash into a building type book. Okay, so we got this shit. This is attached, right? Yep, that's all attached. See, now it's hard to read. This is what I was talking about. Now I need to put it like title dash research or some shit. Okay, so when this thing, we'll attach this script to here. This click thing will no longer, and this will solve this issue. We can, are these now solved? Yes. So we're gonna need back to this thing. And this actually probably shouldn't be called that anymore. Do we have that other one? Did I ever delete it? UI. I think I deleted it. Let's just rename this to UI because it's going to have a button in there, but it's going to be that will be something else. That will be then so let's deal with the button first. Where it's going to need to be public void accept. That needs to be on there. Search. Then this is gonna set, we're gonna do this UI, this big long motherfucker. Instance dot, what was that thing called? Public game object. No, it doesn't like that. Panel game object panel shut up equal set active true. The thing dinged at me. Then we can go back to here. Here we go. Then we can go back to this prefab and we can attach this thing. Then we can do this. We can put itself in here and then it won't have this issue we had. And then this should say button on it. And then we can hit save and we can hit play. Ah, shit, we have this stuff open. We want this closed. We want this closed. We can hit play. And we'll do research. Oh, we forgot to we forgot to put this thing here. And here we go. This time. And now it's been 3 hours and I should call it a night. This happened last night. I shouldn't be is this the same issue that I had where it's like gotta be turned on? I don't think it does. Like it can't set itself active. There's an easy fix for that though. There's a really easy fix for that. It's the same fucking panel all over. I want to stream this other, this blacksmith. What the fuck is the name of that game? Blacksmith. had an update today, and I've been waiting for this game to have an update. Blacksmith Legends, my other channel. But I also wanted to chip away at this thing. Uh, at this research thing, because I know this research thing is gonna be a mess. But once we get, we're almost done. I think we're like 75. No, we're like 50% done. And you know, when we yesterday and then the stream before was much more of a, we had to restart, you know, because we didn't think it through. So this thing, I guess we got rid of. I guess we can just put it in here. I guess we got rid of that other one, which makes sense. This is gonna be public. We'll do, even though this is probably the only time. See, this one's a capital. I don't know why sometimes it suggests a capital and sometimes it doesn't. And sometimes it's lowercase. Then we'll do a public uh, game object. We'll put this game object in there so these things can reference it from here. I don't think the tiers will matter, but maybe they will. So maybe this will pay off in the long run. Research, title, and description panel. Yep. And then, what's your problem? Oh, we'll fix that in a second here. Oh, we're actually going to have to fix it now. The one we just did was research. That doesn't say UI in front of it, so I probably should rename that. There we go. And then we'll go to here. But the time change seems to have fucked me up too. I seem to keep thinking that it's earlier than it is. Like it feels earlier. I also felt like I slept a bunch. I take a nap after work because I'm old, and the nap felt like I slept for fucking ever. Okay, we didn't. We got some. We haven't applied this change here. Okay, that solves all of our issues. The game's done. Okay, what is your problem here? Let's remove from these guys, but can we overwrite these? We just have to revert them all here. Keep this one here. This should look like that. All right, good. That is there. And then next time, well, let's look at our list here. Then we'll actually do this. We just fixed this because we didn't have a choice. That's why I like to push things off, because eventually you just have to fix it, or it lives there forever. This is going to be a pain in the flying fuck. This is basically, we want it to generate, we'll have to put in like the list, what the prerequisites are, and I'm not even sure how we're going to do that. If we have, we could drag like the game object in there, you know. I don't know how we're gonna do that. The prerequisites is gonna be an interesting thing, and we actually could put off the prerequisites for now. We could just push that off down the road, actually, because we don't. None of these have prerequisites, and it's holding back our. Oh yeah, I forgot about this bug we wanted to fix too. Our county improvements, which was the original plan here, was to we were working on county improvements, and I thought of all these other things we needed to do first. Generating resources, county improvements. So that we can finish no problem. Prerequisites, let's push this down to like here. Let's put the mean shit, the dumb shit. No, the stuff I don't want to do down on the list. Unless, well, we'll leave it over here for now, just in case I change my mind. But let me close this. This is all saved, and then we'll push this to the new thing. Um, let's call this statically set up tier 1 research. It is crappy. No, we used that yesterday. It is jank. Jank would apply. Okay, let's commit this and push this to there. And we're not gonna push this into main until we're done with I just want to make sure it appeared here. I don't know why I'm suddenly worried about it. Yeah, there we go. And we're gonna blow away that one probably. We could go back to it, but we're gonna, I don't know. But that is it for now. Thank you for joining me, and thank you to Simbers for the follow, and I will talk to you guys next time. Have a good night.